we're supposed to graph the parabola. We're supposed to come up with 5 points on the parabola, the vertex, and 2 points to the left of the vertex, 2 points to the right of the vertex. Then click on the graph function. Alex does not give us a graphing calculator, but I'm just going to give you the most straightforward way to do this is to use a graphing calculator. If not, we'll come back and we'll take a look at the function itself. But what I'm going to encourage you to do is come to the graphing calculator. I'm going to hit y equals. So here's the main screen, get y equals. We want to enter this function just as it is, 3x plus 5 squared minus 1, and not this negative, it's this one, minus 1. Enter. Let's take a look at the graph, because that's what we're going to be putting here, right? So I'm going to go to Zoom Standard, Zoom 6. We see that's what we should be putting over here. What we can do is we can find these points right here. If we go second table, we can see we're in the negative side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at negative 5, just kind of like that one. And the table came up nice. Here's our negative 5. You can see a minimum there at negative 1. And then you can see 2 points to the left, negative 6 and negative 7. There's 2 points. And you can see 2 points to the right. So we can actually just go ahead and enter that in. You could do it with the pencil and put it on, but I'm going to suggest that we use the points themselves to actually just enter these. Let me do this. This over so I can see the points at the same time. So I'm going to put in the vertex first. I guess it doesn't really matter what you do, but negative 5 and negative 1. I'm just going to go in the order that they say. So that's my vertex. It looks like it already plotted. And then I click that, I get, so I'll go 2 to the left. So a negative 6, 2. And as it goes, you'll kind of see it's building on it. And then negative 7 goes to 11. Oops. And notice they have enough room there. So there, I'm seeing that side. And then I come back to the right side. So negative 4 and negative 3. Negative 4 matches with 2. I plot that point. And then negative 3 matches with positive 11 on the other side. And so I see this nice little parabola going there. And I just click the graph function. It's drawn. It's all good. Now, what if you don't have a graphing calculator? Again, I should. But the other way to look at this and tie this into is to recognize that this is in vertex form. And in vertex form, this coordinate here is going to be the x, but the opposite, right? Think of it, what would give us a 0 in here? So if I put a negative 5 plus 5 gives me a 0, sort of takes it out. So this gives you the opposite. Let me put it this way. This number here is the opposite of the x-coordinate. So the x-coordinate is going to be, in this case, negative 5. This number out here is the y-coordinate, and we take the sign. So if this had been plus 1, it would have been plus 1. But in this case, it's negative 1. So that gives us our vertex. Then what we would, so that's that. We could plot that point. I mean, it's right there. Then we would need 2 to the left. So you're thinking, okay, if I'm at negative 5, how about negative 6 and negative 7? So then I would go through the process of putting in negative 6 and negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. I square it, minus 1. That gives me a positive 1 times 3. I get 3 minus 1, which gives us 2, which is what we got, right? Negative 6, 2. But this was a little bit faster in doing the calculation. You do the same thing. You plug in the negative 7. You do the calculation. You'll plug in the negative 3 and the negative 4, and you'll get those points. but it just that's how you could do it. You just have to recognize you have the vertex here. So other sort of the by hand method works just fine. The thing I like about the graphing is you can actually see the graph itself and, hey, yeah, I got it right, got it going all in the right direction and everything. And it's going to give you second table, it gives you your values right here. You just need to plug them in. Okay, so that's number 9.